I've been thinking about the fact that when I go to take my photos, there's a couple goals in mind. One of the goals I have in mind is I want to take a shot that you might react to. You might go, oh, that reminds me of something, or oh, I had a car like that, or oh, I've never been there, or I went there when I was a kid. I want your reaction. So that's one thing I've come to realize about taking my photos is I'm using it as a tool to connect to you. I'm not doing it just for my own interest. I'm not doing it, I'm not coming from some internal art where it's like I must see my vision expressed. It's never been me. When I write books for you. When I write newsletters every Sunday, I write newsletters for you. I make the videos and the photos for you. That's what I'm doing. I do it to connect, not necessarily to express. My expression is always in service of what I'm doing with you. When I hang out with my coworkers, the other night I went to a dinner and I brought my camera, and if you sort of drop a camera like this down on the table, people are gonna talk about it. And it's not like I did it like, I would like to have some conversation about my camera, please. I had been out on a photo shoot as I walked to the place where I was gonna meet everyone for dinner. I was shooting stuff in Boston, like this, and this one. One more. And so when I got there, one of the things they were saying, of course, is, oh, well, that's interesting. What got you into that? Why are you doing it? What's it about? And I said, I use it as my Pokemon Go, because otherwise I would stay home. I'm a hermit. I love staying in my place. I can order food delivered, my groceries and stuff delivered. They come to my house. Take out food sometimes if I'm too lazy to cook. I do not have to leave my house. And I work remotely. How will I convince myself that the outdoors has something to it? Photo walks. I decided on photo walks. It's my Pokemon Go. I go out there and, you gotta catch them all. I've gotta catch pictures. And there's more to it. So on the one hand, I want to do something to connect. On the other hand, I want to do something to get myself outside. And I have been walking so much more, working on my health so much more since I started this photography stuff. The gym was not much of a good lure for me, and I'll probably get there again. But for right now, it's walking, it's getting out. But the other thing is, when you use a camera like this with all these dials and knobs, all these things to turn, you have to put your phone away. You have to put your phone in your pocket. You have to leave your device out of the story. And so I've been doing that. I've been using this to have me focus on where I am right now for a while. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I work for a company, so sometimes I have to stop what I'm doing and do that instead, and that's what I'm paid to do. But then I can come back to this. It's like a meditation. It's like a meditation where you can come in, you can come out, you can breathe in, you can breathe out. Photography can be a meditation. So a handful of days ago, I mucked up my foot, and it's on the mend already. I'll be back and doing photo walks really soon, I can tell. Look, I'm standing to make this video, so it's not that terrible anymore. But wow, did it hurt. So I realized I'm not gonna be able to go out on a photo walk. So I took my Ricoh GR3X, fun little camera. Look at this little guy. Look at him open up. Look, so fun. And I took this guy and I started in my place. And I took a photo of the reflection on the toaster. And I took a picture of a bear head. Don't ask about it. And I started taking photos just around my house. Didn't have to go all that far. I could hobble. It was fine. Went into my hallway. Took this photo. This one. So, oh yeah, this one too. That's the elevator door. You see me go in and out of the elevator in a bunch of videos. That's the door. I don't have to be restricted, but when I am restricted, you can make something of it. You can use what you have. You can make something happen, and that's an exciting part too. one last thought and I'll let you get back to it. I always appreciate your time. I'm so grateful for your time. One last thought. It's not what it comes out of the camera that's the goal. Although I love when people go, ooh, wow, what a cool reaction. It's not the goal of what comes out of the camera. It's what comes out of the experience or the interaction. Connections with you is my biggest goal. Getting outdoors, another great goal. Meditating, wonderful goal. I've made 3 benefits out of walking around shooting pictures with cameras. The other one, and this is, I didn't even think about this while I was coming up with the idea for this shot. I get to go and interact with people sometimes. I make little portraits of people and I say, hey, can I take a photo? Look at that guy. Look how happy. I've talked about this in another place, but I made that beard guy so happy when I complimented his beard. It is clear to me he was not like super happy. These two, the lady in the pink, you can't really see it, but she's got a big old Band-Aid on her face. And I am sure she was not happy that she had a big old Band-Aid on her face and that this stranger was asking for a photograph. But she felt valuable because I wanted the photograph just because. These people I didn't ask, I just took it. This is Dan. I like Dan. And that was a great pose. He can pose really well when asked. And then one of my favorites of all time, by the way, this is listed in my files as princess.jpg, because what a princess that woman is. I complimented her on her hair and her pretty sunglasses. And I just saw the smile. You can use photography for really cool things. And it doesn't have to be your art. It could just be your connector. It could be your campfire that you walk around with and bring people to. I hope you give that some thought. And if not, I hope this was interesting just to see what I had in mind. Catch up with you next time, okay? Be good to you.